Good morning, y'all. Breakfast today is bacon, egg, and cheese burritos. Also, we're throwing a little peppers and onions in there. So usually when I make burritos, I put like everything separate. I'll put some eggs, I'll put some bacon, then the cheese, whatever. This time, I'm gonna mix everything together and then put it on there. I think that's gonna be a little easier. That way you get a mixture of everything in every bite, and it won't be so easy to overfill them, because I always overfill burritos. So once we get them all assembled here, then I'm just gonna heat up some butter in the skillet and we'll brown them on both sides to crisp up the tortilla shells a little bit. Bringing out the Christmas dishes, y'all. We got these from the liquidation outlet. A few weeks ago, they were originally $1 from Dollar General, but there they were only 50 cents a piece. We got some of the plates and the bowls, and we got a couple of these Christmas tree cups. They're really cute. Okay, y'all, it is now 3:33, and we are gonna go ahead and start supper. It's Friday night. Instead of getting pizza from somewhere tonight, we're gonna make the Mexican pizza bubble up bake. I got manly socks in my hand. We just came back inside. They were out there jumping in the leaf piles. Hold up, I almost forgot. I wanna go ahead and make the treat for tonight before I get supper in the oven. This is really easy. It's kind of like Rice Krispie treats, but it's cornflake treats. So I had these leftover cornflakes here from the vintage potato casserole thing. We made that yesterday. If y'all missed that video, I'll link it down below. So we're gonna make peanut butter cornflake treats with these. So yeah, it's kind of like Rice Krispie treats, only with the cornflakes instead of Rice Krispies, and we add peanut butter. You can also add peanuts to it, and I have some peanuts, but I think the kids will like it better without the peanuts, so we're gonna leave those out. We start with mini marshmallows. That's about 1.5 cups. We're gonna turn it on medium, and I'm gonna put about a tablespoon of butter in here with them. So once these marshmallows start to melt, then we're gonna put in the peanut butter. Going ahead and making some tea back here for supper. It's only 3:38, so we'll get this made. It won't take long. Then we'll still be starting supper by 4, and it only takes about 35 minutes to make. Now, it's originally a slow cooker recipe though, but we're not slow cooking it. We're just gonna bake it in the oven. But I'll put the directions for doing it in the slow cooker down below for y'all too. Jonah and Sissy are still out there jumping in the leaves. I almost jumped in that leaf pile, y'all, but I just washed my hair last night, so I decided not to. Once these start melting really good, we're putting in a cup of peanut butter. I think this jar is just about empty, but I'm gonna see what I can scrape out of here. If you wanted to put peanuts, it would also be fun to put like Reese's Pieces in here. There's about 1/4 cup in there, so we will need to go ahead and open this other one. Okay, we're gonna put in the cup of peanut butter. And I'm gonna turn this all the way down as low as it'll go. Now we We stir this all together until the peanut butter melts in with the marshmallows. Ooh, this smells good. Okay, now we will remove it from the heat, and we're gonna stir in the corn flakes, and I'm gonna add a few more marshmallows. We need 4 cups of corn flakes. Just a few marshmallows. These marshmallows that we just added, they'll get warm and gooey too. It's like you get a really good bite of marshmallow here and there. Okay, now I'm gonna spray a pan and we'll press this down into it. That's it, just like Rice Krispie treats, we'll just let this set up and then cut it into little squares. I think I'm gonna put a few little marshmallows on top here and there. It's kind of popping even like Rice Krispie treats do. Can y'all hear it? Yummy. All right, for the Mexican pizza bubble up bake, we need ground beef. I have a little over 2 pounds here. I'm making more than the original recipe, but I'll have it linked down below for y'all. So we just cook this until it's done, and then we drain it, and we'll add everything else in here, mix it all together, then put it into a baking dish to go in the oven with some cheese on top. Oh, I need to preheat the oven to 375. We'll go ahead and start opening everything else up. I don't think we're gonna need both cans of these Grand's biscuits. We will need at least probably 1.5 though. We need tomato sauce. Well, I always say Rotel, but it's the off-brand. It's great value. Y'all know what it is. It's diced tomatoes with green chilies. We're gonna use about 1.5 packs of taco seasoning since we're making more. We'll also need a little bit of water and the shredded cheese. I'm watching Have Yourself a Merry Winslow Christmas while I cook. It's the one where Rachel has Carl looking for a Freddy Teddy. That Freddy Teddy reminds me of Teddy Rumpskin. Rumpskin, the little, y'all know who he was back in the 90s. I think it was the 90s, it might have been the late 80s. The little bear that read you stories and it had a caterpillar friend. Let's see, I think we'll just need about 4 of these out of the second can. And we're just cutting these into 4s. Okay, ground beef is almost done. I'm gonna go ahead and get a 9x13 casserole dish and spray it. While the ground beef is finishing up, I'll shred the cheese. Look at these people, they getting a fight about Freddy Teddy. Cheese is shredded, and the ground beef is done. I'm gonna go ahead and drain it real quick. All right, we're adding the tomato sauce, the diced tomatoes and green chilies, the taco seasoning. I'm gonna go ahead and put this whole pack in half of the other one. We're gonna put 3/4 of a cup of water, and then I'll see if I need to add some more tomato sauce. After we get this water mixed in, we'll see what it looks like. I think we definitely need a little more of something, because I don't want the biscuits to be dry. We're gonna go with another can of diced tomatoes. And I think I'll go ahead and use the rest of this taco seasoning. Now we stir in the biscuits. I'm just gonna put a little bit at a time to make sure we don't put too many in here. I think about 3 more of those biscuits from the other can would have been enough instead of 4. Okay, now we're gonna pour this into the 9x13 casserole dish. Did Ty bring you some munchkins?
Yeah, it's very nice.
Yeah. Now the cheese on top, and that's it. It's going in the oven for 20 to 30 minutes. So the biscuits will bake up and it'll make it look all bubbly. That's why it's called a bubble bake. We have some other bubble bake recipes too. I'll link them down below. I think we have dinner and dessert bubble up bakes. While this is cooking, I'll clean up my mess. Sissy and Jonah are gonna taste the peanut butter cornflake thing. As you can see, someone else already taste tested it. You have a little leaf.
I do.
Good? This one is definitely a winner, y'all. It's great. It's like a big fluffy taco biscuit. It's really good. And Jacob and Titus aren't even here yet, so by the time they eat some, there's gonna be hardly any left over of this. a special Thanksgiving. It was the last day of school before the Thanksgiving holiday. That evening, I got ready for the play. Mom helped me put on my costume. I was a turkey. I looked out at the audience. There were so many critters. I got butterflies in my tummy. Do you know what that means?
It means he can fly now.
It means he was nervous.
Yeah.
Just say gobble gobble.
Gobble, gobble.
When it was my turn to say something, I forgot my lines. I was just so nervous. The next morning, I got up early. It was the big...
Stickers.
Yeah, Thanksgiving Day parade. You want a sticker?
Yeah.
Which one?
The one that he has butterflies in his tongue.
Okay, is that one?
Yeah. Good night.